Hi, this is Vaughan, Westcote Bell Pottery. We've had a blustery day, snowstorm today, and it's April 4th, so late spring, well, early spring storm, I guess. So I'm going to unload a cone 04 earthenware firing, which is just tiles. And the clear glaze over the top of slips, basically. It's basically sgraffito carving and some hand-painted tiles by Jackie. And we're going to unload this right now. Okay, this is a small sgraffito tile, measures about 5 by 7, I would say. So it's basically it's Robin Hopper's cone 04 slip. It fires up to cone 4 actually, but and it's black white slip over red clay.
Here, this is too hot. Okay, so this is a section. This is a section of a larger tile piece. So this is done with under glazes and a layer of white slip underneath.
Okay, if anybody's been to Nova Scotia, pretty much the most famous town in Nova Scotia is Lunenburg. And Lunenburg Harbour has lots of bright colored houses all the way around it. So this is part of a mural of 4 tiles that will be in a large frame of the Lunenburg waterfront. And so I did hand paint, after I carved this out, some underglazes over the top to give some of those bright color houses and make them pop. And this is a 12 by 12 inch tile, 30 centimeters square.
So, let me see if I can get this. I think I can get this. This is the right-hand side of the tile that I just showed you. So this will go next to the other one, and that forms the bottom part of a multi-tile framed piece.
And this is a small, I would say 6 by 8 carved tile with some underglaze painting for the boats over the top of the actual slip. And these will be framed in tile frames as well.
And this is a completely different, will be a different piece. This is the top part of a separate multi-tile framed piece.
This is part of a different mural that I'm doing, 4 tiles. It's called the Government Wharf, which is actually a wharf just down the road from us in West Dublin. It's an active wharf with fishing boats and lobster boats. This is also a 12-inch square, 30 centimeter square tile with slips, yellow, white, black over red clay.
I'll take this piece out if it's not too hot. There we go. So this is the sky. This is one of the top part of the piece with the horses on it. So this is the top section, part of the top section, the sky area.
This is also part of the West Dublin Wharf mural. So at the end of the wharf, where it opens up into the open ocean, I did a tile with some sailing boats. And I often find that pieces in this area sell much quicker when they have sailing boats on them rather than the lobster boats, even though I prefer the lobster boats. This is a large mural, but it will have the sailing aspect in it as well, just because of the actual sailability of the piece. And this is a little study for the Lunenburg waterfront. I was doing those colored houses, and I decided to actually do a long piece just to see what it would look like with all those underglazes, and it looks really good. I like it. got a lot more yellow in this one though, which warms it up.
Okay, I'll just grab this. And this is another section. This is the last sky section to the horse piece. So it's basically a 4-tile, multiple tile piece.
I'll show photographs of the finished murals. And I've got unglazed photographs of these pieces too. But that's now also the Lunenburg waterfront mural. So sgraffito carving through the slips. Here's another, looks to be about 7 by 7 inch carved tile. Another one to be framed in a tile frame.
Okay. This one won't make too much sense. It's part of a still life, so it's got a section of the white vase and then some of the flowers, but it'll make more sense when we put it together.
Here's a couple more of the tiles which will go into frames, which I'm going to make probably starting tomorrow. This is also a tile of the Government Wharf in West Dublin. It's a horizontal tile piece with 4 of these tiles in a row. And the other one was with the sailing ships at the other end. This is the left-hand side. And then you've got the right-hand side with the sailing ships. We don't waste clay, so here's 2 very small, which these will go into frames as well.
Oh yeah, a little cat head on a spare piece of clay there.
And this is for Freddie Moretti, one of our subscribers who asked me to make him this. He's for his dog sitter, so I made it for him. Another one of the tiles for the Government Wharf with the lobster boats. This is the second one in from the right where the wharf finishes and you get to the open ocean. This is an actual place right here in where we live. These are the little scraps of clay that when we're doing tile pieces we just use them up. We don't waste them. And there's another one, and these will all be in little framed tile pieces.
Get down here. Okay, so this is part of the vase and flower mural. I'm not sure, I'll have to put it all together before the image makes any sense, but this is the flower, one of the flower bits. This is also part of the same mural, multi-tile piece anyway. I don't know if I would call it a mural.
This is part of the Lunenburg mural, another 12-inch square, 30-centimeter square tile, and the underglaze painting over the top of the carving for the houses.
Okay, got another cat head in here. Cathead bird. All these tiles that I've been pulling out are done on the red clay with white slip underneath, and then working under glazes on top with brushes and sponges and stencils.
And here's a small, I'd say this is a 4 by 5 inch tile of the sailboats. Sgraffito carving with red, yellow, white, and black slip.
I was wondering where the other half of this vase went. So there's the other half of the vase. I painted these quite some time ago, so it'll be interesting to put them together. So and here's the other top part. So there were 6 tiles that make up this tile piece.
This is the last of my Lunenburg mural tiles. So we've got 4 in this mural and 4 in the Government Wharf mural.
These are the last 2 small tiles, whoops, made with leftover pieces of clay when we're cutting tiles.
And the last but not the least, another small 4 inch by 6 inch, I think that size, another carved one. So that's it. We don't do these firings very often, we basically, we'll put all these together in frames and show pictures of them in the video. And with an update, the new studio that we're starting to talk to contractors about, we submitted plans today, and now Jackie knows packing these kilns is so hard when you get older and you start to shrink, because I have trouble reaching down the bottom of this to unpack the kiln, leaning on my rib cage to get in there. So and Jackie's just doing the same. It's hard. So we're designing this new studio with sunken kilns so you can reach down into them a lot easier. Good idea.